Hi guys, this is Thorsten. I'm here with one part of Elevven. We're at the State of Trance and 950.
Whew. I'm excited to be here.
You are?
A little bit.
You could,
A little excited to be here. Yeah, I'm just jet lagged, a little bit of nerves, but really excited.
what happened to the other part?
Flight issues, unfortunately. Yeah.
So he's not even playing tonight.
No, he's not. He's going to be watching the stream from home, I think. So
that's sad.
It's really sad. It's really sad. This is a really special show for any trance fan or producer.
Course,
you know, we played a State of Trance Mexico together, which was a really big moment for us, and I know he would love to be here so much. So, very bummed.
Just let's talk about you. Like Elevven, you're
Yes.
like two people. Where does the name Elevven come from? And don't say Stranger Things.
We get that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we do like Stranger Things. That's not the reason, though.
Right.
We came up with it for a couple of different ways. The main one is that we started working together under our solo projects. We had two different names, S-Guy and SNR before.
But you're friends before that, right?
Yeah, so actually we met a long time ago. Actually, first through music online. We were on some record labels together, and we started remixing each other back then. And then I moved to San Francisco, and he swapped Nils from San Francisco. And when I moved there, we started just making more music together. And then we did our first collabs together under S-Guy and SNR. So we had a few of those. We had one that was on State of Trance 2017, which was called Swipe. And I think it wasn't that track. We did a few more after, but it got to a point where we were like, we should make a new name. We're starting to release a lot of music under this, and it's not the most catchy name ever, S-Guy and SNR.
No, that's like...
There's a lot of syllables.
Yeah.
So we decided to make a new name together. So it was our 11th track together, and it was called Elevven. But the number 11, or the word 11, we needed to mess with it a little bit. So 11 with two V's. That's what we came up with. And
right.
Something that we could also have like a Twitter handle that's not taken. That's also really important.
Yeah,
It actually is important.
Yeah, that's like social media. Like you started about like 2 years ago, 2018 is like your... social media back then already changed, like Facebook, like Instagram, stuff like you don't have the reach anymore like you used to have, because you got more interaction on your old profile than on your new profile. How do you handle that? How do you keep up with those constant changes on social media?
It's not, social media is a weird thing because it's so important to your brand nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not just about being a producer anymore. You have to be able to produce music, market your music,
Yeah.
and the marketing side of it takes like as
Ages.
long or more, and it's like something that you have to just keep up with. I'm guilty. Sometimes we don't post something for a week, and I'm just like have this feeling in the back of my head like, God, you need to really post something. So you have something happening. It's just this thing that artists have to do nowadays. Until you're at the level where someone's doing it for you, but
that's right.
We're not there.
Yeah, no.
So,
it will.
Yeah.
Speaking of something new, you have something new coming out, a new single, March.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Wow, someone's told you some secrets, huh? We have a new single coming out. It's called One Last Time. We've been playing it for a while, actually. We first debuted it live. I'm trying to remember where. We played it at ASOT Mexico when it wasn't finished yet, and we put the final touches on it, and it's finally coming out in March. And it's a new vocal track.
All right.
And it features a lot of our more bassy elements, melodic and bassy stuff. That's kind of like our signature sound.
Who's the vocalist?
So actually, she didn't want to be credited. She's a really good vocalist. She just has like a pop career on the side, so that's her main thing. Her name is Kappa, spelled with C. And she's really amazing, like beautiful voice. So who knows? Maybe in the future she'll make a side project for trance. But she's she's like a commercial or pop vocalist, and she's a really awesome voice. So yeah, really excited for that one. It's been like a fan favorite for the last few months. Every time we play it, people are like, "What is this song?" Or when's it coming out?
What's the exact date?
March 13, I think. I have to double check my emails.
Right.
I think March 13. I think I saw it on Spotify, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Another project you're working on is like a masterclass.
Yeah, well, we did one previously, and we're probably going to do one again.
So where are you going to do it?
Where?
Yeah.
So we did it before. We made a webpage ourselves, and we hosted a masterclass, and it was really awesome, actually. We had 15 to 20 students. I don't remember exactly how many. But we basically had like a 4-week course, 5-week course, where we basically did big group classes, and then every student got a personalized lesson with us too.
All right,
so
nice.
we did it all online, so it was all like through Zoom calls, but it was actually really cool because what it meant was I was actually showing, or Neil too, we were both showing our actual project files. So we were like loading up our sessions and being like, this is how we made this bass line, this is how we did the mix down. So it was really cool. So we want to do another one. It's been a long time since we did it, about 2 years. And
yeah, the last one I've seen online was 2017, and then you were credited like with your own name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was before we were Elevven, actually. Yeah, it was right before we did the Elevven project. I think actually, in that masterclass, we showed the first project under Elevven. Like that was one of the sessions we showed. It was which was a Ferry Corsten remix, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already working with the legends, Ferry Corsten, Morgan Page, Jazz.
Yeah.
So how's that for you? Like, I mean,
it's pretty surreal, man. I grew up listening to all of those artists.
Yeah.
Gabriel and Dresden, actually, like, I mean, arguably our biggest record has been the remix.
Yeah.
And they are the artists that like I first listened to. And Dane with Beautiful Things and Motorcycle As the Rush Comes. Those two songs are the songs that got me into dance music.
That defined your career.
Well, I used to listen to rock music. I used to be like a metalhead, and then after those songs, like I kind of justified it to myself. I was like, oh, I just like the vocals. I don't like the song. I don't like the dance music part. And then I would listen to it for the vocals, and then like that slowly became like instrumentals, and then it became like just like clubby records and stuff. So, but those were my gateway. So to work with those artists is like. I sometimes pinch myself. I'm like, man, these guys, and Armin too. I mean, like, I can't believe we're here. It's amazing.
I mean, you played Mexico, so
that was
what's the difference? I mean, you didn't play yet, but you're here now. So what's the difference between Mexico
and here? This place is huge. I was walking around the venue.
It's amazing.
I got lost. I actually couldn't get back to. I was almost late for this interview. I was walking around. I couldn't find it. It's massive. State of Trance Mexico, I think in terms of actual reaction to it from a crowd, it's the best we've ever had. Like we had someone in the crowd, he had a phone he held up, and it said S-Guy and SNR on it. I was like, man, it's just crazy to think that like, I'm in Mexico City and someone like has heard my old music and has come to see us now as Elevven. It was just like, there was a moment backstage where we took selfies. I have photos on my phone where like we had a board just like this, State of Trance 900 Mexico, and like, we're taking selfies, and I was like, dude, can't believe we're here. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, you're basically one of the newcomers. There are not many newcomers in the trance scene.
I know.
Why and how?
That's a really hard question to answer because I think there's so many people producing music nowadays, and it's like, I don't know how deep this answer can even go. It's like there's so many people, and it's because it's become, I wouldn't say easier to produce music, but with computers. Gotten a lot more powerful. Software's gotten so much better with the synths, everything you can do in the box. It's become easier. But I also think there's so many people who have produced music and are touring artists. And there's only so many spots on a festival lineup or on a club show.
But if you see especially trance scene, it's really hard for new names to spot on a.
It really is. We talk about it all the time. Like, I ask, Neil and I talk about it all the time. Like, what's the next step? It's always, I think it's just a battle of constant little steps. Yeah. It's like, okay, let's do this remix if we can get it. Let's do this single. Let's try and release it, on this date because it might be best for whatever reason. Let's try and support this artist. Like last week we opened for Armin in SF and LA, which is unreal. And it was just like every step, hopefully just gets you one. I don't think you ever reach your goal, which is what's weird. I think like you're always working for something.
What would be your goal then?
I don't know. It's changed. I feel like it changes. Like if you had asked me 5 years ago to play, ASOT or whatever, that would have been like, I would have been like, I'll die happy.
Yeah.
But you
always
now
get now you're playing it, so
you always
you're not
going
to die happy now.
No. Well, hopefully not tonight.
That would be weird.
that would be bad. It's just always one step, and I don't know what the final goal is anymore. Like for me, I think it's just like produce music that I love, that I'm passionate about, have people around the world enjoy it. It's like, I think that's the ultimate goal, which is like kind of cool because we've achieved it, hopefully to some extent. But like, you always just want to like keep feeding that. I don't think it ever ends. I think even like someone like Armin, like I think he has goals from where he's at.
Of course, yeah, probably,
and it's
probably,
like, it doesn't matter where you are. We're
always the next step.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the next step for you is like releasing the new single.
Yeah.
Is there a new remix coming up, or?
There is.
You want to share us about
I
that?
actually,
Or,
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
well, no one's gonna know. I mean, just between you and me.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like there's a camera there.
No microphone at all.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We just remixed. I hope it comes out. Well, let's just say we finished a remix. I don't know if it's definitely gonna come out. That's actually true.
Yeah.
We just finished a remix for Armin, which is cool. So we're gonna play
The
that
boss,
tonight.
the king, the legend himself.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
Off of his new album,
All right.
Balance, which is really cool. I hope they like it, or I hope Armin likes it and it comes
Yeah.
out. But if not, it's still something like a secret weapon for the sets anyway.
Yeah.
So there, that's how I can talk about it without actually talking about the release. So that'll be cool. And we're working on another remix for another artist that we have remixed in the past, but I can't. I don't want to say anything specific.
Oh.
I would love to, but I might get in trouble for that one.
All right. Oh, you get in trouble. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're fine. So basically, yeah. So we got a few remixes, and like I said,
All right.
that single One Last Time, and we're already working on the next single. So a lot of projects.
All right. We're
Yeah.
excited to see what the future brings for Elevven.
Thank you so much.
We're signing off. Seeing us out later on. Bye.